So I notice that sometimes, like in real life scene, like acting scenes, I feel when there's not any specific emotional demand, like I feel a lot freer. But when there is an emotional demand, like written into the script, it really puts me in my head. And sometimes I'll feel like I'll feel the emotion, but it still gets stuck. And I was wondering, other than just like using the inner atomics, like what to
breathe.
Yeah, sometimes I
But really?
Yeah. Well, it's weird. Sometimes I try to breathe, but I get very locked up, and then.
But then it's just like breathe into the locked up.
Right. Okay.
It's like whatever's there, you got to
Mm-hmm.
start with whatever's there, and there's
Yeah.
no ideal state to be in. So even if you feel completely locked up, or at some point somebody said I feel disconnected, like in your job in that moment is to create from exactly where you are,
Right.
and it will shift. If you feel locked up and are trying to not be locked up, you'll continue to be locked up.
So how do you breathe without? How do you breathe to not be locked up?
You don't want to breathe to not be locked up.
Yeah.
If you're locked up, you want to breathe and connect to being locked up.
Okay.
The only way you can get unlocked is to be fully locked.
Wow.
Right. Okay.
Like your body wants you to connect to it, and then it's going to shift and shift and shift. And if you disconnect from anything that's there, if you feel locked and you go, that's bad, oh no, it's like you're in your head, and then it's
Right.
going to be a drama, and
That's
then your work. But if you are locked up and you fully connect to being locked up, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah. And
Because that's such a part of the human condition, is to be locked up sometimes.
And how to, like, I guess, I don't want to, like, I'm trying to breathe deeper, but sometimes that feels like breathing to push it away, or has that effect. So
Right.
how do you distinguish that? Like, especially when your breath is shallow, so if I try to breathe deeper, I feel like I'm pushing that away in a sense.
Yeah, you want to breathe to connect to what's there. It's like I've said, it's almost like putting gas
Okay. So it doesn't
on the
necessarily have to
flame.
be deeper.
It doesn't have to be, but if it's like, if you feel locked up in here, and just really connect to exactly where you're locked up.
Okay.
Like feel the
Feel
get
lock.
in touch with what
Okay. That makes sense.
And just anything that's locked up is emotions that you've stopped, that you didn't let yourself feel.
Yeah.
And just by going in there, it's like, it's gonna open up, and it's gonna open up and open up, and then your work's gonna be effortless.
Okay.